Troy Williamson, IBF European Super Welterweight Champion. Let's go, baby.
Now, I enjoyed this fight a little bit more than what I thought I was going to be honest with you. For me, Lee Selby, he's an excellent fighter, but never in fights that would be really ingrained on the memory. So I wasn't too sure what to take from this fight. And to be honest with you, I think the reason why I enjoyed it so much was the fighting style of George Kambosos Jr. Now, he got the win tonight, and in my opinion, rightfully so. I had him winning by 4 rounds, but boxing is subjective. We've been talking about it over like the last couple of weeks, especially over the last couple of weeks, ever since the Lewis Ritson fight. And one judge tonight, I think his name was Phil Edwards, had Lee Selby winning that fight. For me, I don't agree with that. And for once, I kind of agree with the scorecard of Matthew Macklin. That's quite rare, isn't it? But one of the judges did have it quite wide for George Kambosos Jr. I disagree with that, but I do agree that the rightful winner was George Kambosos Jr. And he made this a very exciting fight. Lee Selby done very well in this fight as well. So let's not dismiss him as he got dominated and deserved to lose. Not at all. I thought that Lee Selby done very, very well. In fact, he probably put on a better performance than what I thought he was going to. And he didn't stink the place out. He didn't hold and grab him or anything like that. George Kambosos Jr. was just too slick, too fast. His energy, his tank. I'm pretty sure that George Kambosos Jr. could probably go another 12 rounds. He really could. And at that kind of pace as well, because he started off relatively fast. I mean, for me, the first half of the fight was kind of close, but George Kambosos Jr. was getting stronger as the fight was going on. And I thought George Kambosos Jr., listen, first and foremost, it's not often that Aussies come to the UK and get a win, is it? Let's be honest. So this is quite a unique moment for George Kambosos Jr. and, of course, the Aussies. So big up to them. But for me, with him going to be taking on Teofimo Lopez at some point, because now he's the official IBF mandatory for Teofimo Lopez, and he's very confident in beating Lopez as well. Now, I wouldn't put it past him. He's certainly got some skills there, no doubt about it, and he's certainly got an engine, and he doesn't stop throwing, and he enjoys what it is that he does. But when you look at it between George Kambosos Jr. and Lee Selby, which one has more of a chance to give Teofimo Lopez a very uncomfortable night? It's probably going to be George Kambosos Jr., in my honest opinion. But very good fight. I enjoyed it. There was lots of drama. Lee Selby got caught with some massive punches and shown that he's got a fantastic chin. And for sure, he's going to be very, very sore in the morning. And I'm sure that George Kambosos Jr. will be as well. In fact, there was a bit of a ruckus around number 12 for whatever reason. I kind of missed exactly what happened, but the referee had to have like a brief word with him. But I thought that the fight was very good. I enjoyed it. George Kambosos Jr. is the kind of guy that is very fun to watch. That's exactly what he is. He's a very good fighter. He enjoys it, what it is that he does. His foot movement is fantastic. He's aggressive. He can fight on the back foot. He seems to have pretty much all of it. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Lee Selby, he certainly had his moments in this one. And if Lee Selby was more of a bigger puncher, I think that George Kambosos Jr. will be answering whether or not he's got a very good chin or if he hasn't. But luckily for him, the big punches that did get through is coming from Lee Selby. And I'm not disrespecting Lee Selby, by the way, because I've always been a big fan of his, but not the biggest puncher in the world. But had he had more zip, maybe we could be looking at a different result, because some pretty big shots were getting through on George Kambosos. But the more memorable ones were coming from George Kambosos Jr. on Lee Selby. So either way, I think that the rightful winner got his hand raised in this fight. I don't think Lee Selby can complain. Maybe he will, I don't know. But for me, I don't think so. But he's a very entertaining guy, George Kambosos Jr. He's been quite electric in the build-up, very outspoken. And he said that exactly what he was going to do tonight. And he pretty much done it, didn't he? He went in there and done a absolutely dominant performance on away soil as well. So excellent result for him. Excellent fighter. I'm a huge fan of him now. So big up to George Kambosos Jr. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next video.